what's left. I don't know what's left. Trump ought to buy California. That's what needs to happen. Trump should make it. He ought to buy it all. Okay.
No, I think they're too far gone. I think we ought to build a border wall on the eastern border of California and say, you guys have got it. You've messed us up so thoroughly, we really don't want any part of you.
Yeah, China will come in and take it.
Okay. Yeah, they'll build a big seaport there. They're already running the longshoremen in Long Beach.
They're doing this all
Dave,
over the
I've got
world.
a parting shot for you here if you're ready. We're up against the clock.
Let's do it.
The Federal District Court of the Eastern District of Kentucky made a ruling on Tennessee versus Cardin. Well, you've never heard of this, right? But you have heard of Title IX. Title IX was meant back when it was enacted to give women equal rights in all things.
Right.
And it was a relatively simple piece of legislation. The Bidens have been messing with this ever since. And they, like Saul Alinsky did in his book, you change the definition of things. So what Biden's rewrite of Title IX did is every place there was mentioned male or female biologic, they changed that to gender identity.
Yeah.
And gender identity, by doing that, by that little bitty change, it allowed men and women in women's locker rooms, men in women's sports, all of these awful things that have occurred as a result of that Title IX rewrite. The judge in the Eastern District Court of Kentucky said, and it was an amazing 2-page decision, said that A, this was wrong, it violated the law, but B, it violated the Constitution, equal protection under the law.
Right.
One of the earliest Bill of Rights writings. Now, no doubt the Biden DOJ, if they had time, would attempt to push this up to the Supreme Court.
Sure.
They don't have time. Trump is going to cut the head off of DOJ and this thing will die the quiet death that it needed to die. So it turns out those of us who actually have some common sense, which has become quite uncommon at this point in our history, actually won that one. Title IX is now going to go back to the way it was originally written, which was a fairly simple document that said women are equal to men, period.
I'll tell you who
There's a whole lot of words to get to that.
JJ, I'll tell you who the big warrior is for that, and that is a gal by the name of Riley Gaines. Okay, I gave her some money, and she actually sent me a big jar of honey. I mean, it was really good. I drink it every morning with my coffee, and this gal is number one. She is tough. She was a swimmer. She was a national champion swimmer. And this huge guy, they put him on her team, and naturally he won. 6'4", and just wiped him out. And she took it to court, and she's a winner.